Hello everyone. So now I'm going to be reading Chapter 5 in Against All Odds. Chapter 5, I'm Going In. After talking to Megan, I started to see things a little differently. My little brother really was growing up. He had his own life, his own swim team, his own friends, a special class at school had done a lot for him. Jeff got on just fine with most of the kids at school. His reading was pretty good and his math got better all the time. Sure, things came kind of slow to him. The stuff I could get in a flash, he had to work at for ages. But so what? There are guys who get advanced math in a flash, and it takes me ages to figure that stuff out. I guess brain power is all relative. Maybe it's not all that important in the big picture, so I tries to ease up. And I talked to my parents about Jeff playing the storm sewers. They talked to him about being careful what might happen. That was that. Not my problem anymore. Besides, I have my own life to live. This thing with Megan was getting pretty serious. We were hanging out all the time now, and the kids at school all thought we were hooking up. Well, I wish. But still, we spent a lot of time together, and that was more than fine by me. We were walking to her place after school that day in May. There were rain clouds hanging over our heads, dark and heavy, ready to soak us both. Meg was showing me her new cell phone. It's one of those phones that takes pictures, sends texts, and somehow clicks onto the internet. You could see all this on a tiny little screen about the size of 2 thumbnails. "Watch this," Megan said, clicking away with her fingers. In a second, she had internet weather up on the screen, with storm warning and letters that filled the screen. "See, this tells you that you might need an umbrella." And then she stopped cold. We were both thinking exactly the same thing. Where was Jeff? "Better call my house," I said, trying to keep my voice calm. A quick click of the memory button and the phone rang in my house. It rang once, twice, 3 times, and then the answering voice cut in. My first word was a curse, and then I added some explanation. Jeff's in the storm sewers. The two of us began running. The storm sewers were right under our feet, but the only way into them was 2 blocks to the east. Near the ravine. We were out of breath when we reached the entrance. One look told me more than I wanted to know. Jeff's coat, the oiler's jacket, was lying at one side. "That's stupid," I began. "Stop it," Megan lectured me. "Badmouthing your brother isn't going out. I'm going to phone for help. If Jeff is down there, so are the others. They got to get out before the storm hits or they'll be in real trouble." She began punching 911 into the phone while I scrambled down to the sewer. It was my brother's jacket, as dirty as the day I got it back from Rocco. In front of me was the sewer entrance. There was a grate that the kids had pulled off. So now there was just a black tunnel leading under the streets. A tunnel leading to death. I could hear Megan's voice up above. Talking to the 911 person, I climbed into the tunnel and shouted, "Our storm is coming. You gotta get out." There was no answer, just the echo of my words. "Out, out, out," I shouted again, and then the third time, "Jeff," I cried. The water beneath my feet was just a trickle. I wouldn't even get a running shoe very wet. But once the rain started, this little trickle could turn into a flood. It took no time at all. I pulled back from the tunnel and looked up at Megan. Nothing, I said to her. "We're going to send somebody." Megan shot it down. "There's some problem downtown, some kind of flooding, so it might be a while." I heard a clap of thunder and felt the first drop of rain begin to fall. The clouds were black, now a thunderstorm ready to dump a sky full of water onto the streets of the city. Then the streets would dump it all into the storm sewers. With luck, Jeff would see the water rising and get out while he still could. With luck, Tank and his buddies would make sure my little brother got out with luck. And then there was me. I could sit out here and wait for my brother. Wait for the cops, or I could grit my teeth and do something. It didn't take long to make up my mind. Going in, I shouted to Megan, "You stay here and tell the police." "That's stupid," she screamed. "You could get killed." Don't use that word, I yelled as I ran into the sewer opening. Stay tuned to find out what happens in the next chapter of this book.